Hello and welcome to Testing 1, 2, 3, a faculty guide to proctored testing, where online instructors are encouraged to require proctored testing in their online courses. How does a proctored assessment differ from a traditional test? Well, a photo ID is required to enter the testing lab. This can be a student or staff ID or a driver's license. We've even accepted passports. Also, students in the same course usually test at different times and dates. You may ask, why proctored testing? Well, federal and institutional needs to verify the student and some instructors also use the proctored assessment as a baseline of the student's writing style, and they compare that with non-proctored submissions. Now let's discuss proctored assessments at Ole Miss. In Oxford, you can administer your own tests or our office will proctor for you. We will also coordinate with the testing coordinators at the regional campuses, but please keep in mind that the regional centers have very limited space and they are coordinating testing for all compressed video courses as well as online testing, so they need more flexibility. ProctorU is an online service available to students who are not able to test at a University of Mississippi campus. Students connect to a live proctor over the internet, and the proctor sees the student, what they are doing on their screen, and they verify the student's identity. More information is available on ProctorU in the reading section. If the instructor does not select to use ProctorU for distance proctoring, the student must identify a suitable proctor and submit a distance proctoring request form. We authenticate the proctor's identity and determine if they are within our standards. If approved, we pass the proctor's information on to the instructor, who will then communicate testing information directly to the distance proctor. More information is available on distance proctoring in the reading section. It is almost impossible to offer a proctored exam to students on the same date and at the same time as you are used to typically doing in the classroom. Please keep that in mind as you create your proctored assessments. So what do we need? Details. Details are what we need for proctored testing. Now this is an overview of what occurs with proctored testing. So for more detailed information, please review the proctored assessment guidelines, which are located in the reading section. Alright, about 3 weeks before the semester, an email is sent to all online instructors with a link to the distance education, testing labs, proctored assessment request form. Now, submit all of the required information by the deadline stated in that email. About a week prior, the master schedule is completed and shared with the regional center testing coordinators as well as with ProctorU. Due to limited resources, though, sometimes instructors may be asked to adjust testing dates. And then roughly a day prior, appointments for Oxford campus students will be created in the online appointment scheduler. Now that first week, we encourage you to remind students to make their appointments as soon as possible, and please keep reminding them throughout the semester. Now the week prior to your assessment, the instructors are emailed a reminder to check all of their test settings, and during the exam we ask instructors to be available in case that there is a problem. If a student is caught cheating, their exam will be submitted incomplete and they will be asked to leave the testing facility immediately. The proctor will document the incident for the instructor as well as the director of online design and e-learning. Now tests outside of posted testing windows. Instructors will be responsible for making arrangements with students who are testing outside of posted testing windows. You'll need to make sure that the exam is available, and you will also need to be available by phone yourself. And due to limited facilities and staff, DEDL is not able to coordinate or give tests that are outside of the posted windows, so we strongly recommend using ProctorU for any of these special cases. Students with disabilities. Students should drop off their classroom accommodations forms in the DEDL lab in Kennard. We will make sure that the online instructors receive copies of these forms. You're asked to make reasonable academic accommodations, but you are not expected to compromise essential elements of the learning objectives or course standards. Our facilities. If you prefer to proctor your own exams, labs in Weir Hall are available to be reserved, or here is a map of computer labs located in the university's campus map. In Kennard, we have 22 computers in the DEDO lab, and we use these daily for online tests, independent study tests, independent study high school tests, as well as proctoring for other institutions. Now please be aware that appointment scheduling in DEDL and at the regional centers and with ProctorU is first come, first serve. So appointments can be made at any available time during the whole testing window. So there will be multiple opportunities for students to schedule appointments. So please just keep that in mind as you develop any proctored assessment. So with that, that's all, folks. If you have any questions or comments, please use the Q&A form located in Lesson 6, or you may contact the DEDL coordinator, Catherine Holtman.